Now, take a moment to consider an evening digression. This neighborhood near Via dei Banchi Nuovi and Chiesa Nuova is just filled with interesting streets. You can wander here for hours. Maybe you want to come back to this neighborhood, which is more interesting late in the day when it becomes a magical gathering place for eating, shopping, strolling, and just soaking up the scene. At twilight, the shops are open, the temperatures are nice and cool. A maximum number of stylish locals are out walking through these pedestrian lanes, and the restaurants are beginning to get busy. This is when Rome really comes to life, so come back to this tangle of streets for one of your Roman evenings. During the magical hour of twilight, you might be tempted to just sit down inside a restaurant and have your dinner, but try to postpone that urge and instead take a walk to take advantage of this beautiful lighting with the mix of late sunset, the deep blue sky, the street lamps, and shop lights. One of the great pleasures is just walking in these little alleys and discovering the little piazzas. This neighborhood just behind the Piazza Navona keeps going and going. You can wander for another couple hours in that direction, and you'll run into more action, more activities, things to buy. A few shops are open and some sidewalk stalls will be open, and of course the restaurants and cafes are open right through the early hours, usually 1 a.m., 2 a.m. You can come back here in the evening and it is safe, it's pleasant, there's restaurants here and there. Just this entire neighborhood in the bend of the Tiber River. So just come on in and wander and explore, night or day. People love to live outdoors in Rome. The restaurants are always bustling. You can try and follow a map if you like when you're wandering around here in the center of the city, but you don't really need to. You can just toss that map aside and just wander. Notice the busy pizzeria called Da Buffetto. It's only open from 7 p.m., not open during the day for lunch. It's inexpensive, tasty, and famous for the nightly line of faithful locals and eager tourists patiently waiting for a table to open in the cramped interior. Slightly ridiculous because there are many other good choices all around, including another branch of this same pizzeria 3 blocks away that's much less crowded, near Campo de Fiori on Piazza del Teatro di Pompeo. But Da Buffetto is one of the classic pizza places in town. You might want to give it a try. It's very rewarding in your travels to have some time like this where you can simply walk through these quiet, peaceful residential streets. They're very historic, but they don't have the real headline monuments. It's something that takes you off the beaten track and into the neighborhoods where the actual Romans lived. After strolling for an hour or so in these tangle of wonderful lanes, pick your spot, sit down, and have a great meal Roman style. These sidewalk restaurants make a perfect spot for dinner, good food, and a stream of fascinating people parading by. This surely will be another wonderful highlight of your European experience.